Okay, so picture this. It's the year 2004. Games like Halo 2, Jak 3, and every kid's favorite Manhunt are available, but you've already played all of those. It's time to go get a new game, and you see Hellboy Asylum Seeker for the PlayStation 1. You ignore that sinking feeling in your gut, and you buy it anyway. The PlayStation starts up, and you're greeted with this.
The night of the eclipse opens the gate and unleashes them onto Earth, bringing eternal chaos.
Okay, what the fuck is going on with Grandpa here? They didn't even try to sync the dialogue here. This guy seems pretty interested in what Grandpa has to say, though. So for some reason, he heads out to this graveyard. Oh, shit. It's actually kind of spooky here. Not bone-chillingly terrifying or anything, but the atmosphere's here. So of course this guy dies, and it's up to Hellboy to find him now. Oh, that's Hellboy, huh? Hey, Hellboy, I see you've been hitting the gym, but, you know, you can't just work out your chest all the time. You gotta work on the rest of your muscles, too. God, look at his tiny little arm. It's like his arm just stopped growing in the womb or something. His legs look like matchsticks. Just what the hell were you thinking, Hellboy? So now that we've got control of Hellboy, he's actually not that bad to control, surprisingly enough. I know it looks like I'm struggling here, but trust me, it controls pretty much as well as Resident Evil does. In fact, sometimes I think it controls better than Resident Evil. Ah, that must be the angry mob outside of my house. So after fiddling with every door-like object in sight, we come across our first set of enemies, and wouldn't you know it, it's a pair of zombies. Originality! Oh come on, are you freaking kidding me? Hellboy, you're seriously gonna use your tiny little fetal arm to punch them? You've got that giant boulder of an arm on the other side of your body, you know. The combat in this game is brain dead. You just hold down the button and keep punching until they finally fall over and die. You rinse and repeat this for every enemy you come across.
I see you found Peter.
Come on, Hellboy, the guy's dead. Show some class.
That's a lot of blood.
What blood? There's no blood. Time for the most challenging part of any game, trying to figure out how to activate a save point. Most games you just stand next to it and press a button, but here, you gotta run around circles and mash buttons until it eventually activates. Truly ahead of its time.
Had enough? I guess so.
Yeah, I really have.
Giant bird women. I hate them.
Aw, come on, Hellboy, it's 2018. You can't go around being a misogynistic avian hater.
Sarah! Sarah!
Okay, next level. Down to the spooky crypt we go. Okay, what's hitting me? No, seriously, what's hitting me? I mean, yeah, it's dark, but I can see the guy right there. He's nowhere near me. Why am I taking damage? So it turns out, in order to proceed, you have to immediately turn around after coming down the stairs and grab this impossible-to-see torch in order to progress. It makes sense, I gotta see to know where I'm going, but geez, couldn't they have placed it in a bit more of an obvious location? This game is a freaking mess visually. Besides Hellboy's deformed body, there's a ton of graphical glitches and clipping issues. Check out this bridge that disappears when I walk over it. And I don't mean in a cool chase sequence kind of way like in Uncharted, I mean in a wow, they really didn't try to polish this game at all kind of way. Or my favorite, this glitch that occasionally happens when you go through the doors. Oh, we're going across the world at record speed! Hellboy, put on your helmet!
I don't like this.
Ah shit, I knew this game was evil. So getting back to the story, Casper here tells you about all the evil that's been showing up lately, and fills us in on the prophecy that Grandpa was yapping about earlier.
Haven't you heard about the prophecy? The twin brothers?
He tells us that we gotta go to a monastery for some reason. Probably to stop all the evil that's been happening around here. If Hellboy don't do it, who's gonna do it? After that, he just sort of flies off like, see ya! So we gotta get to the monastery now to see what's going on with all this evil. Oh damn, it's the thing that killed Peter earlier. I'm out of here, I can't fight that thing. Just look at my health. Huh. According to Video Game 101, this is a boss room. But there's nothing coming. and I can't proceed. Oh god, don't tell me I have to fight that demon dog to get past this point. Come on, game, I haven't seen a save point since the first one. Don't make me do this. Huh. You know, I probably should have expected this. We make our way back to the obvious boss room, and surprise, a giant monster shows up finally.
Come on, come on.
Don't antagonize him, Hellboy, just keep on living your life. Luckily, he just flies off to torment us in another level, apparently. Oh, finally, another save point. These things are way too spread out. So after exploring the monastery for a little bit, it turns out it's been turned to an insane asylum. It's complete with a crazy nurse and all. Ah! Okay, you're gonna get it, lady. You think you can just shock me over and over? Okay, I can't move. Why can't I move? Hellboy, come on. I'm pressing forward. Why aren't you moving? Great. I'm sure this won't be a recurring problem. Good thing we saved earlier. Let's just load up and see if it happens again. Okay, so for some reason it works now. Let's go ahead and beat the shit out of her. Holy shit! Did you really have to throw her out the window? I mean, yeah, she was attacking you, but jeez, that's pretty hardcore, buddy. Hellboy, just blasted away those orderlies. I mean, yeah, again, they were attacking you, but jeez. I thought Hellboy was supposed to be a good guy, but he just blew those guys away. So after medicating a bunch of psychos, you're given a key that lets you progress down into the tunnels of the facility where true horror awaits. Oh god, it's just too much. Nah, just kidding. There's a creepy frog monster here you gotta poke with a pipe a few times. Now that you've got your massive pole, it's time to go jam it into every hole we can find. So after traveling down a tunnel with those god-awful light effects, we meet this guy, who asks us if we have his amulet. Of course, Hellboy has no idea what he's talking about, but after a very long and drawn-out exposition dump, he has no problem letting him send him back in time. This is all for the sake of a convoluted scheme to get this guy's amulet back from himself in the past before he loses it. Okay, this is just ridiculous. So here we are 666 years in the past, because evil. And we're greeted by a bunch of people who don't know how to keep their hands to themselves. Get off me, you creep, I'm not here to visit you. After making it out of Molestation Hall, it's time for a puzzle. Yeah, I haven't mentioned the puzzles yet because they're all pretty simple and not really worth talking about. But I've got to bring up the fact that the game puts this very large axe in the center of the room, and it's right in front of your vision, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the puzzle. You instead have to pick up this shield over here. Why even have the axe here? Shield? No. Shield? No. Shield? Still no. Yeah, the shield actually has no purpose in this puzzle either. Instead, you just gotta punch the walls and eventually they cave in and drop a key. This is how most of the puzzles go in this game, just fiddle with stuff until you get a key. After that, we come out to a sort of hub area for the rest of this level. It's really big and really easy to get lost in, so I hope you brought a map, because I didn't. Let's head this way first, why not?
You can't come in here, you're not a monk.
Obviously, I'm a giant red demon from hell. I'm the farthest thing from a monk there can be. What if I climb up these rocks? You gotta be kidding me. Okay. You can really see the polish in this game. So after wandering around a bit, I come across some pigs and the ugliest water I've ever seen in a video game. There's a key down in this well, at least I think it's a well, and I know that you've already figured this one out. But just in case you haven't figured it out yet, you need to throw the pig's food down in the well.
Yeah, piggy.
This will cause the pig to kill itself by jumping into the water and drowning, thus raising the water level and allowing you to grab the key. Hellboy is kinda cruel now that I think about it. This isn't even the last time he horribly murders an animal. There's a kid out here who wants to show you a secret if you give him something to eat, so Hellboy just grabs a nearby chicken and throws it in the oven.
Let's see how far along it is. Wow, that was quick.
What is wrong with you, Hellboy? I'm starting to think you're not such a good demon after all. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your entertainment, I present Hellboy. So after a while, I come across this decapitated corpse, and because Hellboy has no concern for human life or its sanctity, he just grabs its head and takes it with him. It took me a while to realize we actually have to use this head to get past the monk who was guarding the door from before, because although he can tell that we're clearly not a monk, he can't tell the difference between a living human being and a demon holding a decapitated head in front of him. Okay, great. I can't move again. Why? Why does this keep happening? Is it my game? Is it my system? I can't move. I've tried reloading. I've gone and done other things and then came back to see if that would spark something in the game to let me go by, but it just doesn't want to let me continue. I think it finally realized I've had enough. Really though, guys, I did try everything I could to get past this point, short from starting the entire game over. I'm really not interested in starting the whole thing over, so I guess this is where it ends. Looks like Sarah and the world are just gonna have to suffer. Hellboy can't make it past this room. You know, it's actually a real shame that I couldn't get past this point because I was actually really starting to enjoy the game. Yeah, I poked fun at it, but it has its own weird charm, you know? Almost like a so bad it's good, but it's really not that bad. It's currently sitting as the 12th worst PS1 game on GameFAQs, and many people call this one of the worst games of all time. Hell, it's even higher on the list than Bubsy 3D. Really, guys? This game is nowhere near that level of awful. Yeah, it's clunky in some areas, and it's a mess to look at. Plus, it came out when we had games that were miles ahead of it. But it has its own charm, and I'm really disappointed that I couldn't finish it. I really wanted to like you, Hellboy, but you just wouldn't let me. Between killing a bunch of people and animals, I think you're just a demon, man. Hey guys, I just wanted to thank everyone who watched this video today. It really means a lot to me. This is something I've been having a lot of fun doing. If you like what you saw and you want to see more, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and a like doesn't hurt either, so thanks a lot, guys.